Jump scare! Hi guys! Hello! Hello! Hello, welcome to a stream. Oh my goodness, chat's moving fast. Hello, delayed jump scare. Yeah, my stream deck is still broken. The most recent OBS update, I think, just made it so that my stream deck does not work anymore to change between scenes. So I may just have to, like, fully remake those. I tried updating the Steam Deck software right before the stream, but I might need to restart my computer, or I might just need to completely remake my stuff. So that's cool. Anyway, hi guys, welcome to Monday's stream where we drawing idols. I'm drawing my girly pops as pop girlies. So yeah, this is the postcard for the September Mail Club. Also, so if you guys were at my Friday stream, it had to end early because there was a storm rolling through and it knocked out my ISP for a little bit and it forked with my ability to actually stream. But I did finish those stickers. I finished them over the weekend so I can show them to you guys. Here's Vectors. Look at him. He's screaming passionately. He's baby. He's baby. He scream. And there's Frankie looking like a sweet little son of a gun. Look at him. Here, I can put them next to each other. One sec. There. Look at my boys. Look at them. They're so cute. Look at these boys. Look at these boys. But yeah, so those are the stickers for next month. Reminder, if you want to get these stickers, these will be my Patreon stickers for next month. If you want these stickers, join the Mail Club on my Patreon next month. You can wait until Sunday. Wait until Sunday. Or alternatively, you can join my Patreon like now. So any patrons have access to the Mail Club stuff. You can join my Patreon at a lower tier, and then you have access. You can buy just the parts of the Mail Club that you want from my shop. If that is something
the kind of guy to voice crack on stage.
He very much is, yeah. He's passionate. That's his main selling point. But yes, Fluffy Bomb, thank you for the super chat. Yeah. So like my lowest tier on Patreon's like $2, and that's just mostly for like voting on Mail Club polls and all that jazz. But like all of my patrons have access to the Mail Club stuff. You don't have to actually join at the Mail Club tiers. So yeah,
it's been a while.
If you want these,
I was in
you can
Venice, Italy last week and it was magical. Wish you were there.
MW87, thank you for the super chat. That sounds fun. I hope you had a good time. But yes, so we are going to be working on the print for this stream. But yeah, so we're not gonna get to the coloring phase, but we're gonna ink this at the very least, and so that will be fun. And I'm gonna turn off all these extra layers so I can focus on my girlies. You're doing Halloween a costume contest when it's only August. This is the exact appropriate time to do a Halloween costume contest, because if I want the Mail Club to come out at the beginning of October, that means that I need time to draw the art during September, which means that I need to run the contest in August. So it actually makes a lot of sense if you think about it. Yippee! Oh, that was thunder. Fair warning, guys. Because the entire universe hates when I stream, apparently, there is a probability that my stream might drop again because of the storm that is just now rolling in. Literally, as I start streaming, the clouds are gathering on the horizon. I can see them, and I'm like, oh, good. I mean, on the one hand, we need rain, but on the other, there's a good chance that my internet might die again. Love that for me! Anyway. So how's everybody doing? Oh yeah, did you guys see my new short today? I can talk about that. I am starting a new series of shorts because I had the idea. I was inspired. And so I'm starting a new short series where I encourage you guys to help. The idea is that they're supposed to be... So someone on one of my recent videos, like my character building video, summed up a thought of mine in like a really cohesive way, where they said, the act of like writing a story and building a character is really just asking yourself a lot of questions until you like the answers. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's basically it. And so then part of me was like, well, wait. I mean, the best way to encourage like writing a story and like helping people come up with ideas and generate ideas for their characters and their stories is just to ask a lot of questions. So what if I just ask a bunch of questions in a video format and encourage people to think about them and answer them? And so that's what this new short series I'm trying is doing. So basically, I'm going to make a short. Each one will have a topic. The topic for the first one was character names, and I just rattled off like a whole series of questions to be like, hey, does your character like their name? How'd they get their name? Do they have a nickname? This kind of stuff. And so I went in, I had kind of like a writer's like session over the weekend, and I just came up with scripts for a bunch of different topics, and I recorded them all yesterday, and I am in the process of editing them all, and they will eventually all go up on my various platforms. But yeah, and so the idea is it's character question, it's like questions to help you develop your original characters. And the first one that I posted today has already been performing very well, so hopefully they continue to do well. And I'm basically just encouraging you guys to info dump about your characters in the comments, because I know me personally, I've had some of my best like writing breakthroughs while just talking to other people about my story and my characters. So hopefully those videos will be helpful for y'all. And also, if you have any suggestions for topics, you should let me know in the comments of that short. You could also put them here, but it's more likely that I'm going to miss them if they are here because my chat moves so fast. And I'm also drawing, which means I can't look at the chat all the time. Oh, there's funders. There sure is funders. Oh boy. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Internet, I'm talking directly to you, Internet. If you go out again today while I am streaming, I am calling the other internet company tomorrow. You hear me? I am serious. I've been thinking about it because I'm so sick of your shit, Internet. ISP. If you go out again and ruin my stream, I am calling the other internet company tomorrow. First thing tomorrow, you are getting your ass replaced. You got me? You hear that? Spectrum Internet? You're getting replaced and taken out back tomorrow if you give me shit today. You hear me? There's my threat. There's my threat. Spectrum for a long time was the only ISP in this neighborhood, but just now, like, we got fiber in my neighborhood recently, and they've been posting their ads everywhere, and I'm like, ooh, fiber internet, that sounds tasty. I just haven't, you know, had time to make that phone call, and it's a pain, and I keep getting distracted. So if my internet goes out again today while I'm trying to stream, that I think might just be the final straw that I need to call the new fiber company and get that shit set up. This is a threat. Also, I came up with the character's little idol logo, and it's a heart with a comic going through it because I'm a dork. That's their little idol logo. This is what their pen lights would be shaped like if they had custom shaped one. Hi, Milo. Hello, kitten. Milo has located her shower curtain ring, and she has been demanding that I play fetch with her all day. Pretty much literally all day. She is here, and she demands to play fetch. Man, it is extremely rumbly outside. Good lord, I'm just sitting here listening to it. The storm's here, twinsies. Weather twins. Wow. What does Milo like to play catch with? My kitty will only bring them back if they're sparkle balls. Milo will only play fetch very specifically with this little, like, black plastic shower curtain ring. It was on the shower curtain. When I first moved into this house, I very quickly replaced it with metal shower curtain rings that I brought from my old place. But Milo is entranced with them. And it is her favorite toy. There's just, like, literally 2 cents. Like, you could buy a 50-pack of these for a few bucks at Walmart, and they are her favorite toys. Actual cat toys? No. Shower curtain ring. She loves her shower curtain ring so much. Loves it. Loves her shower curtain ring. The problem is that she can be very pushy with the shower curtain ring. Like, if she has located the shower curtain ring and she wants to play fetch, she will not leave you alone. She's like, hey, it is shower curtain ring fetch time, and I noticed that you are not playing shower curtain ring fetch with me. And she will, like, jump up on my desk, and she will drop it on my desk, and she'll just, like, paw at it until I pick it up and throw it. And she'll, like, paw it closer to me, and she'll, like, tap me on the arm and be like, bap, 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 hey, 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 throw the shower curtain. Throw the shower curtain ring. I know you want to throw the shower curtain ring. She does this to me for, like, she'll do this all day until I throw the shower curtain ring for her. She is a little menace. Even if she's like, you know how cats are not supposed to pant like dogs, and if cats are panting like dogs, it's actually a very bad sign. They can just, like, you know, get so hot that they start panting. Milo has done that repeatedly. Because she gets so into playing fetch, she will go until her ears are just, like, super, super hot. Because, you know, like, cat ears, that's how they diffuse heat. And so she will run and play fetch, and she will not stop until, like, she's actually physically panting. And I'm like, Milo, you're gonna overheat if you keep playing fetch. And she's like, don't care. Throw the shower curtain ring again. She's a little nightmare animal who really wants to play fetch with her shower curtain ring. But that's the only toy that she'll play with like that. I buy them new toys. They don't give a shit most of the time. I did buy them a felt slice of cheese that's filled with catnip. And they love that thing, but they mostly just, like, roll around on it. They don't actually do anything with it. They'll, like, rub their little faces on it. And Molly likes the cheese loaf. Milo is indifferent to the cheese loaf, I think. But Molly just likes it because it's filled with catnip. And she'll, like, lay there and, like, rub her face on it, and it's very cute. But Milo's just, like, shower curtain ring. Speak of the devil, she is playing with it right behind me. Oh boy, it's raining. It's raining. It's raining. Is Milo picky with food? Molly is picky about her treats. Molly's the picky one, actually. Milo has never really been picky. But Molly, you know, like how cat's food is like usually just like the pate. Molly hates pate. She will not eat it. So I had to start buying like the type of cat food that's like chunks of meat in gravy. That's the only kind that she will eat. Milo, I don't think she cares. Oh my god, did that show up on the mic? That was loud as shit. Big earth-shattering kaboom over here. Goodness gracious. Oh, that's probably why it's so loud. One of my windows in my kitchen is still open. There's enough of an overhang that no rain's gonna get into my house before anyone freaks out, but that's probably why it sounded a little bit louder than expected. Zeus, shut up. Oh my god. Oh my god, Zeus, doesn't he know that I'm streaming? Ugh, so rude. Honestly. I wish you guys could hear the pitter-patter of the rain. It's very relaxing. Alas, my mic has noise cancellation, so you can't hear it. Molly's probably hiding from the rain somewhere. She usually hides when it rains. Jay, you're not gonna be able to do rain sound Foley work in my chat, dumbass. What? Yippee! Yeah, I had fun designing these outfits. I I definitely wish that, I definitely had fun designing them. I basically just, like, spent a day on Pinterest just, like, digging around for cute idol outfits and, like, ways that I could, you know, kind of match their outfit designs to their personalities, but still have them look like a cohesive unit. I'm not quite sure if I pulled it off. I'm not super sure if they look like a matching unit, but I was more focused on making sure that, you know, each of their outfits kind of matched their personality. I think hopefully the colors will help bring together the theming. Once I color it, which again will 90% chance not be happening on stream because it's going to take me a while to ink this. These are very detailed little outfits. And on the one hand, I love that, but on the other, it means it's going to take longer, so. Is Rory wearing a Letterman jacket? She is actually wearing a, it's like a sleeveless hoodie. It's just like a little jacket, with no sleeves. It's got like the detached sleeves. I don't know why I've always liked, detached sleeves in costume design. I just think it looks neat. You show me an outfit that has detached sleeves and I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Miku vibes? Yeah, a little bit, but Miku was definitely not the first case of me ever seeing this. The very first time I remember seeing an outfit with attached sleeves was actually Kaleidostar, I think. There may have been one before, but that's the first one that I remember. Ah! Jared! He's at it again! He's at it again! Jared, thank you for the 50 gifted memberships. My goodness. Thank you as always, my guy. But yeah, if you guys got gifted a membership by Jared just now, make sure to say thank you in the chat. Let's go. Here they come. Here come the gifteds. Here they come. Oh, man. Thank you very much, Jared. Appreciate it as always.
Thank you, Jared.
Sorry I'm a little quiet today, chat. I'm trying to think of, like... I'm just so focused right now. I'm just focused on my pretty drawings and I'm listening to the sound of the rain and I'm just like, ah, this is nice. I don't know what to talk about. But I feel like you guys come here to watch me yap, so I don't know. I could yap about some of my video ideas, because I've got some of those. Next video, unless something wild and crazy happens, next video is probably going to be, kind of similar to my, my most recent video, my pet peeves video. But it's kind of the opposite of that. So some folks on my Discord said that it would be cool if I did a video where I just talked about stuff that I really like to see in media and like art and stuff, as kind of a more positive follow-up to the pet peeves video. And since the pet peeves video, why did the pet peeves video perform so well? Y'all really liked that one apparently, because that video blew the fuck up like way more than anything else I've posted recently, and I don't know why. I guess you guys just like to listen to me rant, which I was not expecting. Like, genuinely, I was nervous about that video. I was worried people were gonna be mad and be like, ugh, this so isn't it. It's like, I hate when Star rants, but apparently you guys really like it when I rant. So next video will also be me ranting, but about positive things. So it's just gonna be me talking about, like, my favorite art tropes and like my favorite writing stuff and my favorite character stuff. And I've already scripted most of it, but part of the writing had to be put on hold because I now have a sponsor for that video and they are sending me stuff. It's not like a secret, I can talk about it. But Ohuhu loves me and they're sending me more stuff to play with. Ooh. Those rumble, that was a weird rumble. That was so bassy, it sounded like someone was knocking on my house. That was kind of creepy.
Star is the true governor of Yapville.
I am the governor of Yapville. Blue the Diglett, thank you for joining the membership. I appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, so as governor of Yapville, my next decree is that I'm going to spend an entire other video talking about stuff I like. And it's gonna be another traditional art video because Ohuhu is sending me more stuff, so I'm gonna talk about that. But the art supplies in question have not arrived yet, and so I can't really, you know, write a review portion about them or do the art in question until they get here, so I'm just kind of awkwardly sitting on my hands right now. But yeah, and then after that, I know people still want me to do that story writing video, but I want to take my time and like really nail that one, and so that's one of the reasons I haven't done it yet. Will you stream traditional art again? I might do a stream. I might. It's not out of the question, but I'm not sure yet. I want to set up a better recording space for traditional art in one of my spare bedrooms, and that would mean that I can't really stream it. I might do like a TikTok stream though, because I could do like a TikTok live stream or a vertical YouTube stream from my phone. But yeah.
If Castoff was made into an animated series, who would you pick to be the voice actors?
Jason Push, thank you for the super chat. I actually have a video on my channel where I kind of go into this a little bit, but it's only for the main 3 characters. Vector, I still don't 100% know. I don't remember their name, but the English voice actor for Chilchuck from Dungeon Meshi, I think could probably do a pretty good Vector. I just haven't heard any of their roles where they sound like exactly perfectly for how I imagine his voice sounding. And then the other 2 have been like solid, haven't changed in years. Ariana is voiced by Laura Bailey. Frankie is voiced by Sam Riegel. I have no flexibility. That is what they sound like. Casey Mongillo, that's what it is. Or is it Mongillo? I don't know how to pronounce their name, but yes, that's their name. And then the rest of the characters, I have no idea. I actually did a short recently where I kind of talked about what I imagine the characters sounding like. The only other person, the only other character who I have a solid voice actor for is, I don't know exactly like a perfect voice actor, but Sage sounds British. He has like it's not an actual British accent because Britain does not exist in this fantasy world, but he has a British accent, you know? That's what he sounds like. That's how I hear him he comes unbidden into my head when I am writing his lines in the script, and he sounds British, so. This pigtail does not look right. I gave Rory pigtails, and then you can't really see them very well because they're behind her. Forgive me, Ponytail Nation, or Pigtail Nation. I've been hearing Sage's voice as David Alt, so that check out. I don't know who that is, but I will take your word for it. Drop a clip in my Discord and I will check it out later. But yeah, as far as yeah, Hatsune Miku does not talk to British people. Oh man, who was I need to give this a shout out. Who was the person who made that freaking Vector meme within within an hour of the stream ending? Who I forget their username. Who did that? Oh god, it was so far back. I can't scroll far back enough for it. Jacko, yes. Freaking made a little Hatsune Miku voice, but it actually like it said Vector Jacobs does not talk to British people in the Hatsune Miku voice. It was so good. One of my mods, if you guys are around, if you could go like grab the YouTube link to that would be very handy. If you could post that in chat so that people can see it. I would go hunt it down myself, but I have to be entertaining right now. I cry laughed at that shit. It was literally less than an hour after I ended stream. That was in my Discord. I lost my shit. Because they're like, it was already funny. It would have been funny if it was just the original Miku audio. But the fact that it was not the original Miku audio, and then it actually like changed the name. So there was like, Vector Jacobs does not talk to British people. I lost my shit because I wasn't expecting it. Oh my god. Oh, it was so good. So fucking funny. What's your issue with British people? It's because, you know, Hatsune Miku does not talk to British people. You know what you did. British people of the world. But But yeah, anyway, as far as other video ideas, I have a few that I'm waffling between. I'm not sure what my next one's gonna be. I'm holding off on doing the next, like the writing video, because what I think I want to do is, rather than have that just be like, hey, here's how I come up with my storylines and stuff, is I actually want to, like, get some input from other, like, comic artists and writers and stuff on how they come up with their plot ideas. And I might do, like, some short little interviews, so I have, you know, like, other audio segments. But I'm not sure, because that sounds like a lot of work. That sounds like a lot of work, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do that specifically. But I was thinking about it. I just know that I want that one to be a banger, and so I don't want to rush it out. And then as far as some other ideas, I have too many video ideas, honestly. It's kind of becoming an issue. I heard a strange sound, but it wasn't the cats, because they're both sleeping. Sus. Anyway. I have one video that I kind of want to do that would be a very big undertaking, and honestly, I need to stop giving myself major video undertakings, because I'm still working on the fucking D&D video, and that's gonna take me, like, months more work. That's like a fucking project. That is an epic quest that I am on currently. That one's a nightmare that is currently, you know, I'm working on it. I need to stop giving myself videos that are gonna take so long. But at the same time, what if I made a video where I draw literally every single original character that I have and talk about them? What if I did that? That is a legitimate video idea that I have. That is a legit video idea that I have. I had the idea of doing it for, like, October, where I try and draw one of my OCs every day, and then I could make it OC-tober. Do you get it? Oh, October, OC-tober, original character October. Ha ha, do you get it? It's gonna take me longer than that. What I'm thinking I might do for that one is, yeah, Cart Guy's not an OC. Cart Guy is a coincidence. He just needed to be there for the plot. I do not relish in his existence. He is a plot contrivance. But yeah, so I was thinking that might be like an OC-tober challenge where I try and, you know, like, because what I would love to do is make a drawing for each of my OCs and then make a short for each of them where I talk about them briefly and then combine them all together to make, like, one long super video that would probably be close to an hour long. And I just, like, combine them all, I talk about them in more depth, and then I release that at the tail end of October. And then I was like, that's too much fucking work. And also I have more than 31 OCs. So if I'm gonna do this, I don't want to do it halfway. I want to go all the way. I want to draw all my babies. All the ones that I'm still, you know, like, actively can remember. Because there's, like, some characters from, like, old stories I wrote in middle school that I do not remember at all. My rule is basically, like, if I can remember any kind of facts about them, I will draw them for the video, but if not, they are getting axed. How do you not have 31 plus 31? I have well more. I could probably, if I really wanted to, and this is including, like, any original characters from any comic or story ideas that I've come up with, D&D characters, D&D NPCs that I'm especially infatuated with, because there are definitely several of those. NPCs that I shoved into our other game that I do not DM, because the collaborative Blorbos absolutely have to be in that video. It's like just the most popular and that's not including the Castoff characters. I need to stress that very much. That 31 plus does not include the entire cast of Castoff, because I was like, I talk about these guys all the time and their story is already out there, so I probably would not do the Castoff ones. So that's like 40 plus characters without the Castoff cast. With the Castoff characters, that's like 50. And that's just like the main cast. The main cast, like the core group of 10 main characters of Castoff, that is Vector and his squad, and then also the Zera squad. So like the 6+4 of them. That comes out to a total of about 50 characters that I would talk about in one video. It's gonna be a long ass video. So yeah, how do you make 50 OCs? I have a disease, it's called worms in my brain. But yeah, so what I was thinking, the original idea was that this was going to be an October video. I don't think it's going to be an OC-tober video. I think I will work on it during OC-tober, but then the actual final video will come out when it comes out. Do you guys want to like hear an approximate list of the Blorbos? The Blorbo list? 1 second. Because I already started scripting this video, because it's like, yeah, I'll just talk about my characters for a while. Here, how long is this? I've only talked about, how many of these have I gone into detail on? I have talked about 9 of the characters. I have written like little paragraphs for 9 of these characters. What's the word count on this already? 3,500 words. And I am a 1/5 of the way through my list. This might be like a big end of the year video, honestly. But yeah. So here, I will scrimble down the list really quick. So my VTuber is in there. Oh gosh, yeah, no, this is because I combined some of the listings for like characters that are kind of intrinsically tied together. I have Mari and Tara, who were from like my very first OCs, my babies. I have a character from my first webcomic that never got off the ground. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters from my first webcomic. So that's the main 3 plus 2 more side characters that I still love dearly. I have one random character that I made for a project I was doing with friends that I then reworked into a D&D NPC. And then I have, let's see, I have Felix and Zephyr, who are 2 of my tieflings. I have Storm as a separate character from Zephyr, because they're basically 2 entirely different people, even though he is a changeling and they are the same character. Enta and Blaze are combined. Oh gosh, yeah, this is... Oh boy, I forgot that I combined a few of these listings. Arson will probably not make it in because I legitimately remember nothing about him except that that is his name and that he was one of the main character's boyfriends. So probably not. I might mention him though, casually. But yeah, also Blue the Diglett, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 NPCs from my home game, the D&D campaign that I DM, and those just like the favorites. Then I have Emery, I have Verity, I have Lapis, who are my 3 active D&D characters. I have Cyrus, who is a character I came up with and haven't played yet. I have the 4 members of Verity's old party, who I have been developing recently because I have brainworms for them. And then another random incidental character who I love. Her name is Vesper. She's baby, and I actually draw her, and I posted art of her a little while back. Oh gosh, yeah, there's some other characters. I have some honorable mentions characters. TikTok, the singing golem that teaches children how to dance, which is a character in our D&D campaign. Yeah, I just have, I have Boblin the Bread Goblin, the Microfiche. I have a character named Vita, who is an half ASMR, half Tiefling Blood Hunter, the joke being that she could be your Angle or your Devil. I have one of my very first OCs, who I very quickly got rid of because she had basically the exact same power set as Danny Phantom, and that show came out like a month later. And then the orange tiefling that I played in a one-shot exactly one time, but he's cute and he's southern and his name is Hayden Indigo and I like him. And then, yeah, then there's the Castoff cast, which is an extra 10 characters. So that's a total of a little over 50. One video. But yeah, so kind of what I'm thinking is maybe I will just dedicate a couple of art streams to just like drawing some really simple arts of the characters. Just like the collection of characters. I will not go into too big details on these. They will probably be very lightly shaded. If you guys remember those art fight illustrations I did, they will probably be about that level. Like very lightly shaded waist up drawings. Just so that I can have some time-lapse footage and show them in the background. And I might work on that just kind of off and on. If I need something to stream, I might be like, hey, we're drawing some of my random original characters today. Yippee! And we will just vibe and draw together. But yeah, that's not going to be my next video. That is just a video that I had an idea for. And also, do not look forward to that one in October because that's too much work and I die. And also, October, November-ish is around the time that I'm going to be working on, like, Kickstarter fulfillment shit. And I will be dead. So... Would you draw Nyx and the others again? I might. See, the thing is, I feel like... This is going to sound so mean to these characters. I feel like my YouTube audience likes those characters more than I actually do. It's like, they're cute, but I have no, like, real special attachment to their story, necessarily. I just kind of enjoyed making them. But I almost put a disclaimer in that video. It's like, hey, these are now public domain characters. If you guys want to use them in your own D&D campaigns, have fun, go crazy, go stupid. I like them as characters. I had fun putting them together, but I'm probably not going to do anything else with them. So it's like, you know, if folks want to use them and play around with them, you are more than welcome to. They are public domain now, sort of, kind of, not really. Like, don't go making merch of them and saying that they're your OCs, because that's shitty. But, you know, it's like, I put them together for the video. They served their purpose. But I have so many other brainworms, you know? I have so many other Blorbos already that are distracting me. As much as I enjoy those characters, they accomplished their purpose. I made them specifically for that video, I had fun with that video, and now they're done. From me. But... sometimes you just make characters that you love so much, and sometimes you make characters and you're just like, you exist. Yep, basically, the latter is definitely the trio from that video. It's like, I had fun putting them together, but I'm probably not going to do anything else with them. So, you know, you guys want to use those concepts, be my guest. I am not the arbiter of silly little guys. That's Ron's job. He's got a whole podcast. Go listen to my friend Ron's podcast. It's called Just a Little Guy. Just a Little Guy Pod. On YouTube, I think. Somebody dropped the YouTube link in the chat. I don't know what the actual URL to his channel is. Yes. Thank you, Sly. Here. I'm gonna freak Ron. Everybody go freak out Ron by giving him a bunch of subscribers. Here, we're on YouTube. We should specifically post the YouTube channel link. Here. Oh, no, I didn't want to click on it. I wanted to pin it. Pin message. No, never move! God damn, I'm very smart. I am very smart and good at wrangling my own chat. Click on the message, replace pinned message there. Everybody go subscribe to Just a Little Guy. There's an episode featuring me in there. I want to see you guys go subscribe to my friend Ron's podcast. Listen to the episodes. They're fun. Oh gosh, I did something horribly wrong. Something has gone wrong. The window's all fucked up. Oh my god. Okay, we're good. I'm fighting with my windows. I'm sorry, gang. Ron's gonna come in and be like, what happened? This Wednesday, it's the episode with me. Yeah, you guys should listen to the Jinx episode when it comes out on Wednesday, you said? Wednesday. Everybody go subscribe. And then listen to the podcast. It's really cute. Ron's not here. I think he's probably at work. Everybody freak Ron out by subscribing to his podcast. Let's go. We're almost to 100. Who is gonna be the 100th subscriber? I love being a fucking gremlin about supporting my friends. It's so much fun. I genuinely love it so much. Everybody go subscribe to Just a Little Guy. Are we doing 100 yet? We're at 95. We're very close. It's live on Patreon now, apparently. Yeah, you guys can listen to episodes early if you subscribe to the Patreon. It's very cool. Everybody subscribe to Ron's Patreon so he doesn't have to work 2 jobs. 102. Oh, did we crack 100? Did we? Let's go! 103. Let's fucking go. Hi, Ron. If you're watching this later, you're welcome. I just like supporting my fucking friends. I like it when people that I like make cool shit. And I want them to get support for the cool shit that they make. Because I have been in the very lucky position of having an audience who really enjoys my work. And it is an extremely validating and galvanizing thing to have happen. And so I want to spread that love and make sure that all my friends can get that love. And that I can be any kind of support in that, then I want to do it. Then I want to do it. I want to help my friends. I like helping my friends. I'm getting flashbacks. Yeah. Do you guys remember these several streams where I spent several minutes yelling at people to subscribe to Jay so that we could monetize the D&D show that we play together? Because I do. Because I do! I love my friends very much, and I like it when my friends get nice things, and I like it when my friends get support from the people who also support me. Star just 6 us on her friends like hounds. Yeah, exactly though, exactly. So, okay, here's my thing. And I know this is I know you guys are complaining about the music, but listen, I'm getting emotional, so we're all gonna deal with it. It's fitting, and I think the song is just about over anyway. One of something that I have always wanted to do. I remember when I still watch them occasionally, but when I was in college, I was very into Game Grumps, and I promise this has a point. And I remember when I would watch their show, one of the things they would talk about occasionally is that whenever they would talk about like a video or a song or something on their show, it would cause like an explosion in views on whatever thing that they were directing people to. They were like, yeah, I found this song, it's really cool. And then you go to the YouTube page for that song and it like has 100,000 plays overnight, just from like them mentioning it on the show. And one of my aspirations that I never really talked about publicly too much was I love that energy so much, and I have always wanted to be the type of person who can see something cool that's not getting enough love, and I can just point at it and just like send my audience there and then get that person or song or creator or what have you, that piece of media that I love, the attention that I think it deserves. Like more views, more love, more like people engaging with it in general. I have always wanted to be the type of person who could like aim viewers at a thing that I think deserves more love and appreciation. And I guess that does kind of make me an influencer, but this is not the kind of thing that I want people to pay for. It's just legitimately, I just want to be able to help, I guess is a good way to put it. It's like, I want to be able to like, not just support something myself, but also like garner more support for other things and other people. Hype woman. Yeah, exactly. I want to be a hype woman, but I want to be like I don't know a good way to say this, but it's just like, you know, little things always do matter, but it's like, I want to be a person who can just like be like, hey, I found this person on YouTube. I really like their videos and you guys should go check them out. And then you can like see them suddenly actually getting a boost in their numbers as a result from that, because that like not only helps them significantly, you know, it also makes me feel like I'm doing something, right? The Starmy. The Star Army. Yeah. So I mean, like that is legitimately the reason why I started doing the Stars webcomic corner at the end of all my videos, as I was like, okay, I have this audience now, and this is actually an audience that cares about webcomics. So it would be well within a reasonable ability to like start promoting other webcomics. And yeah, like not every single person is going to check out every single webcomic, but if I can help like webcomics that I really like get like even a handful more viewers, then I will be happy. And one of the folks who I promoted recently showed me the analytics, just like a screenshot of their analytics from like their page view numbers. And she sent me the screenshot and she's like, hey, you see that bump? That's the day your video went live. And I was like, fuck yeah! Because like, it's a twofold fuck yeah though, right? Because it's like, one, hell yes, I actually made a meaningful contribution. But then also like, hell yeah, this webcomic that I really like is getting more readers. Let's go. So yeah, it's really exciting to me that now that I have this larger YouTube audience, I can aim them at people more effectively. And I'm just really so fucking excited about that. And I want to be able to continue to aim my audience at people and like, you know, have it actually make a difference. And I mean, part of it is the selfish reason of like, I, you know, want to be part of that. But also it's mostly just that I want the things I like to be successful, because I have been in that situation. Webcomics is thankless, gang. Webcomics is fucking thankless. Like, so many comics live and die in obscurity with like 10 readers tops. And I have been in that situation. That's what it was like for my first webcomic for like 3 years. And so many people, it's like, I always say, never rely on outside validation. But that outside validation can be so galvanizing and helpful. It's like, you should never rely on it, but God, it feels good, right? And so I always want to, if I can like help people get an audience, then I want to be that person, especially considering like I'm not religious, but I will say this, I am profoundly blessed that I have found this audience, that you guys have found me and consider me worthy of watching and consider my opinions worth listening to and consider my recommendation like worth something to you guys, and to the point where like you actually, you know, like take my recommendations and go and read new stuff and go watch new stuff, and I love that, and it makes me feel good, and then it also helps people. And it's not just webcomic, it's all art, I think. Yeah, exactly. And so it's like I want to be a person that can help other people grow, I suppose is one way of putting it. And the fact that I have this, like, you know, decently sized YouTube audience now, the bigger my audience gets, the more excited I get, specifically because then that's a bigger hunk of people I can throw at others. It's exciting for me. So, thank you guys for hanging around. And go subscribe to Just a Little Guy. It's linked in the pinned comment. Throw the Pikmins. Yeah, you guys are my Pikmins. You guys are my Pikmins, and I am throwing you at people. High tide raises all ships. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Do your fans ever ask you to read their comics, and do you? Okay, so here is the flip side to that. Right now, Star's webcomic corner is literally just me promoting the comics that I personally read and that I personally like and want to recommend. I never want the webcomic corner, I never want the recommendations to be something that someone can buy their way into. Because people have offered. Like, even before I started doing the webcomic corner, I had people in my inbox being like, hey, how much do I have to pay you to put a review of my comic in your YouTube videos? And my thing is, like, I've turned down sponsors before. I turn down sponsors on like a weekly basis. And because I don't want to just take money for any fucking thing. I understand that I have power as a person with influence behind her and an audience that listens to her. I want to use that responsibly, right? And so I'm not gonna just like shill any product that throws me some money to you guys, because you're worth more than that. And I'm worth more than that, damn it. So as far as the webcomic corner goes, I want it to be very specifically comics that I like and want to, you know, like, promote. It's never going to be a paid thing. That being said, right now my list of potentials is pretty long already. But if there ever comes a point where the list gets a little worryingly short and I have to start looking for new webcomics to recommend, then I will think about taking suggestions. But for the most part, it's gonna be just like ones that are on my radar, ones that I actively read, ones that I enjoy, and ones that I think are worth promoting. Not to say that like recommendations are meaningless. I'm just saying it's like I am the one who decides that, because that is a very personal thing to me. Does that make sense? I don't want to sound like snooty, but, you know, it's like I want to make sure that the stuff I am promoting is something that I would promote anyway, you know? So stop emailing me asking me to promote your webcomic. Random people in my YouTube inbox. I don't know you. Literally, like, even before, because like I don't do reviews. I have really, like, I did the Has Been Hotel review, but it was not explicitly meant to be a review. It was more of an educational thing. It was like, where did this show fail and how can we learn from its failings? I would not consider that video a review of any kind. I've never really done media reviews. And even before I started doing the webcomic corner recommendations, I would have people in my inbox being like, hey, would you do a review of our new comic and post it on your YouTube channel? and we won't pay you, that part is insulting, but it's like, first of all, I don't do reviews anyway, so if I did one, it would probably bomb, and you would have wasted your money, and also, I don't know you. Also, I don't know you. So, I love getting random emails with weird offers. What about promoting my new webcomic Cubed? It's about an upside-down world where acorns are treated unjustly by influencers. You know what, Jay? Tell you what. I will believe that you will actually write that. If you actually make that, then maybe, but I know you won't. I know you won't. Where are those YouTube shorts that I commissioned from you, huh? Where are those scripts that I asked you for? You gotta do those, because I've already paid you for those. Where are those, bud? I'm putting you on blast right now. I know you scripted 2 of them, but where's the rest of that batch? Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. I'm allowed to bully Jay because his money, or my money, is in his wallet right now. Like, come on. Come on, buddy. Just got my new chair. Oh, you got your chair? Oh, good. Now you can sit and write those scripts that I've been waiting for months. Boom! Vine boom. If my stream deck still worked, that would be on there. I'm sorry for putting you on blast on stream, but you brought it on yourself, let's be honest. Don told me he hasn't even finished Castoff yet. Yeah, this man, I'm putting his acorn-shaped ass on blast. Jason Korn over here knows, like, endgame spoilers for Castoff. This man knows all of my fucking plot twists. He knows literally every single thing about this story. Isn't even caught up on the comic yet. Hasn't even read most of it. Like, he's in the spoilers chat with me and, like, all my other mods and, like, some of my IRL buddies. He's in the spoiler squad. Hasn't finished reading it. So yeah, why do I need to read it? Fucking ban your ass. Everybody roast the shit out of this man. I'm gonna redesign one of my main villains to look like Jay instead. And just give him a stupid little acorn hat and call it a day. Roasted! Roast this man! But yeah, like, just recently, Jay was helping me hash out some stuff for Chapter 13, because I was like, hey, does this make sense? Does this logistically make sense to someone who is not me? I'm too in my own brain. Read this script for me, Corn Man. And we were, like, kind of talking about it. We spent an evening, like, kind of hashing out and brainstorming, like, some stuff for a scene I was stuck on in the next chapter. He knows, like, all my endgame spoilers. He knows all the biggest plot twists. He's one of the few people who know how this comic is going to end, and he hasn't fucking read it! LOL, the queen gets shown on screen finally, and it's just... Jay? What do you mean, finally? She's already been in the comic, and you would know that if you had read it! This is what I'm talking about, people! This is what I'm talking about! I need everyone to help me roast the shit out of this man. Right, but hasn't she only been shown in, like, Shadow or something like a critter? I am opening the fucking page. Prepare to put your fucking ass on blast. Oh my god, where's the fucking page? Right there! Right fucking there! She was in a whole fucking scene! Stupid! Ah! She was in a whole fucking scene! She's not a cryptid! She's the worst character in the comic! And we know what she looks like! You would know this if you read the comic! unicorn-shaped son of a bitch! Flying to Canada specifically to kick your ass and then leave you on the pavement, and then I go hang out with you, Jinx, and your wife. Like, the rest of the time, he's like, no, I don't care about you. Beat him up, leave him there, hang out with my other friends, let's go. This is happening. I just remembered that one of my windows is open. My neighbors can probably hear at least the muffled sounds of my screaming. Hell yeah. Yeah, Jinx, let's start planning. Let's plan this outing. Let's go. I taught her the sword too. You did, and I know where you keep your swords now. Fly to your house, steal your sword, break into your house. I wouldn't even have to break in. Cause I could just message one of your roommates and be like, hey, can you like leave the back door unlocked? I'm gonna bust into your house and beat up Jay. And they'd be like, yeah, sure. Here's the key. I've Rose recorded so your other mods can point and laugh. Yeah, exactly. And put it on the internet, make content about it. It'd be fucking hilarious. Oh my gosh, okay. So, we're talking about, like, shame cube and shit. And shaming dear friend Jason Korn over here. This is so fucking random, and I need you guys to stick with me for a moment. Because I promise I'm going somewhere with this. So, okay. I'm going to preface this by saying, I have never watched a Mr. Beast video. I know nothing about any of his shit. But I did recently watch, like yesterday, I think is when it came out a few days ago. I can't remember exactly. But the Jaden Animations video where she talks about like how she was on one of the challenges. And the man has a cube, apparently. Like the Mr. Beast, I don't know if it's like actually called that, but they kept calling it in like the Jaden Animations video, she kept calling it the Mr. Beast cube. And I'm like, do I have to sue this man? Do I have to sue this man for IP theft? Why does he get a cube? I did. Shame cube. I should have trademarked the cube. It's like, where's my cube? Where's my giant IRL cube? So, like, two things. One, I need one of those so that I can put Jay in it. Two, I need to sue Mr. Beast for IP theft because the cube was my thing first. The shame cube is, I invented the shame cube. So, why does he get to have a cube and I don't? I need a cube! Someone give me a cube! When he gets canceled, can I have his cube? I don't know much about the shit that's going on right now. I just know that he's in a lot of hot water. And I mean, like, fuck him, but also, like, can I have his cube? When Mr. Beast gets canceled, can I have the cube? I will purchase it. Because you'll just trick me into moving into the cube. Listen, I will make the... Would you rather live in a small little, would you rather live in the place you live in now? Or would you rather live in this nice, spacious cube? This lovely cube that I have set out for you. And anybody else who wants to live in the cube. How big is the cube? Is it like big? How big is the cube? I need to know how big the cube is. Anyway, the point is I want it. My mother is calling me. 1 second, gang. My mommy's calling me. And I have to mute my microphone once the scene... Okay, here we go. I'm back. Yes, Jared did the thing again. Jared did the thing again. Jared, thank you for the 20 additional gifted memberships. I appreciate it. Good golly. I dropped my stylus, and I don't know where it has gone. Oh, there it is. My mommy called me. Sorry about that, gang. She had to confirm that call could have been a text, but it's fine. Anyway, to wrap up what I was talking about, when Mr. Beast gets canceled, I want the cube. I think I've earned it. That's the end of that conversation. Does she watch your streams? She pops in sometimes, but she doesn't really. She doesn't know what I'm talking about most of the time, so she doesn't like religiously watch me or anything. He's basically canceled anyway. Yeah, no, I saw the whole thing. But yeah, well, not the whole thing, but I saw that the whole thing of like, yeah, he's being canceled and things are happening. I still don't know like the exact thing because it's like, there's a certain subgenre of YouTuber drama that I will watch and enjoy, and he does not fit into it. So, I don't know. Don't ask me about details on that situation. I want his cube. I want the cube. Sell me the cube. Give me the cube. Have a competition where where you decide who gets to keep the cube. Call it the canceled games. And then I will enter because I want that fucking cube. I earned it. What cube? So I guess I saw the only context I have for this came from the Jaden Animations video where she talked about it. But I guess it's a cube. It's like a big glass cube that he puts YouTubers in and makes them fight each other to the death. I want it. Because I want to turn it into a shame cube. I'm gonna get like 49 gallons of glass paint and I'm gonna turn it pink and then it will be the shame cube. And I will make Jay live in it. I want the cube! So yeah. So that's my new goal in life now. Is that why he's getting canceled? Yes. Sweating, yeah, you better. I'm gonna put you in that cube. But yeah. Everything I know about Mr. Beast I have learned against my will. Quite frankly, but it's fine. I'm not gonna be like one of those snobs that's like, I never liked him and so now I'm right. It's just like, no, I just didn't care. I just don't care. He doesn't draw cute anime girls, so I don't give a shit. I watch YouTubers who draw cute pictures or tell me strange facts about video games that I'm never going to play. They don't have to be Irish, but it helps. This is a reference to Super Eye Patch Wolf. She has her priorities straight. I do. I have priorities. And they're cute little anime girls, mostly. Yeah, that's cute. I'm keeping that. Alright. Okay, gang, who do we ink next? Ariana or Marina? Blue or red hearts in chat to vote. Blue for Marina, red for Ariana. Vote with heart emojis. Fight. Fight in the chat. Fight. Fight in the chat. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of red. I'm seeing a lot of red. I think I'm mostly seeing red. Those aren't hearts! Get out of here, circles! Holly, I see you're green. Zara's not an idol. It's not an option. Oh, we're turning. Why they're yellow? Vectors is already done! I think I'm mostly seeing red. I think I am mostly seeing red. Okay, we're doing Ariana next. Stop spamming. Stop it with the hearts. Cease and desist. Cease! Everybody in here being a fucking contrarian. We're doing Ariana next! We're not voting with emojis anymore. Who's pickaxe? There wasn't a black hole for Emery. There's a black hole. Jay, there is literally a black heart emoji. Hello? Not good enough. The item is literally called the black heart, my guy. I don't know what the fuck you're on. He's colorblind, remember? Yes, that is true. I can't play In the Arms of an Angel again because it got my VOD toasted last time. But I need you guys to imagine the In the Arms of an Angel music playing while I wax poetic about how my poor friend Jason Korn can't see colors. Every day, this acorn man is harassed. Because he can't see shit. In the arms of... I just had a fucking cursed ass thought and I'm not going to repeat it. I'm not going to say it out loud. It is in reference to replace the word angel with another noun that starts with an A and is relevant to this conversation. I don't want to sing it because I don't want to manifest it into the world. I don't want to manifest that. I'm not gonna say it because then you guys will clip it and I will never live it down. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. No, I refuse. I refuse. Absolutely not. You can't bait me. You know what starts with A? Ariana, my beloved. Look at her. Oh, she's very passionately angry singing. I like to imagine that they're all singing like a very cutesy idol song. Ariana just hates it so much that she sings like screaming. Or she's doing like the alto harmonies. Death metal screaming through Viva Happy. Oh my god. The fact that you said Viva Happy specifically is so funny because have I ever told you guys about how that song is cursed? For me specifically. I love the Vocaloid song Viva Happy. It is genuinely one of my favorite Vocaloid songs done by one of my favorite Vocaloid producers. I can't listen to it when I'm driving because every time I listen to Viva Happy when I'm in the car, I have a near-death experience. And I'm not kidding. This has happened multiple times. This is a genuine thing. I am not shitting you. Star, are you okay? Yes, but I was very close to not being okay. Examples? Okay, hang on. I'm gonna make a new document for this so that this random doodle I'm about to do does not show up in my speed paint. Okay, so this is a couple years ago. This is like 2015, I think. 2015, 2016, something like that. This is a road. This is like a highway going in this direction. This is grass. Okay. Do we see the vision? I am driving over here. I am in the left lane. I am going so fast. This is a Texas highway in San Antonio. I am going south on I-35, and I am going so fast. But all the other cars are also going about the same speed, so it's fine. There's a car in the middle here. They are going roughly the same speed as me. There is a truck with a trailer in the far right lane. We're all roughly going the same speed. It's like, we're going like 75 on the highway. It's Texas fast. We're zooming. Something happens to this pickup truck that makes him begin to swerve. I hear a loud noise. He could have lost a tire. He could have just like run over something. I don't know exactly what happened, but he starts swerving. He starts swerving real violently, and because he's got this trailer, he can't stop swerving. So I hear this noise, I look over, and I see this car not slam on their brakes, but they hit their brakes enough to get out of the way of whatever is happening over here. So this car goes away. And then it's just me and this big truck. And this truck is swerving. And they are swerving. And he is getting to a point where he's swerving into the middle lane. And he is like really swerving. He is fucking going. And then at some point, he does end up swerving into my lane. However, he swerves so hard that when he ends up in my lane, he is facing me. And need I remind you again, chat, that we are going 75 miles per hour on the Texas highway. And there is now a truck in my lane facing me! And so I, not knowing what the fuck to do, instinctively pull off onto the side of the road. I see his driver, I see like his front bumper go past my passenger side window in bullet time. It's like the fucking Matrix. I just look out my passenger side windows and I just see headlights. It just goes, it was like bullet time. It was in slow motion. It was like, no. We were like inches from each other. He did not actually hit me. I swerved out of the way just in time, and I just kept going, and it just got to the point where I was so stunned that happened, I didn't know what the fuck to do, so I just let my car roll to a stop in the grass. I did not stop for like another, 1,500 feet or something like that. But yeah, so I just kept going. So the thing about that story that you have to imagine is during the entirety of the story I just told you guys, this song was playing one moment. The entire time that story was happening, this was in my ears. So you guys need to imagine this truck swerving ridiculously, almost murdering me, with this song in the background. All of this is true. This is 100% true. So imagine you're driving 75 miles an hour on I-35 and a truck swerves so hard it ends up in your lane facing you, and you matrix past him to this song. So, yeah. That is a 100% true story. And that's why I'm not allowed to listen to the song Viva Happy when I'm driving. Because that was only the first time it happened. It happened again. Okay, I need... So, remember this story. Remember this story, the story that I just told you guys. So, like a year or two later, I am driving like to dance practice or something with some of some of my convention friends. We are in the car. I'm driving. I'm in my little Honda. We're going beep beep down the street, and I think we're not on the same road. Or no, God, I think it was the same highway. Actually, it was just like further north. Because fucking I-35 never ends. I was literally telling them that story because we were hanging out in my car, we were driving, and Viva Happy, the same song, came on. Here, fuck it, I'm just gonna leave it on in the background. The song was playing in the background, and I was telling them the stories like, oh man, haha, it's actually funny, I almost died in the car listening to this song. Wouldn't it be funny if something happened again right now? And I almost got in another fucking car crash while I was telling them this story, while Viva Happy was playing in my car again, because as I was telling them this story, there was a fucking RV in the lane next to me that tried to merge into my lane. It almost fucking hit me. And so I had to like lay on my horn for like a solid 30 I was fucking mad. I was pissed because I was not even in his blind spot. I could see the guy in his fucking mirrors. And he tried to merge into my lane and like would have taken me out because he's a fucking RV the size of a semi-truck. And so it was just, and so I was just like, brr, brr, and I like sped up and I drove past him. You know, Star is allowed a little road rage when someone almost kills me. And everyone else who's in my car while I'm listening to a Viva Happy Vocaloid song. So you have to imagine, Viva Happy, brr, and I'm just like driving up. I roll up next to him. I like speed up so I can get right next to him. And I flick him off with my hands while Viva Happy is playing in the background. And I fucking keep driving down the street. I think everyone's allowed a little road rage if they have a near-death experience. Thank you for validating me, yes. But yeah, so that is why I'm not allowed to listen to the song Viva Happy while I'm driving. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. And you're sure it had only happened twice. I feel like it must have happened a third time, but it was so minor that it didn't matter. It wasn't a near-death experience. It was just like some asshole cut me off really close in traffic or some shit. I'm pretty sure that something like that happened and it was the third time. And I'm like, okay, the song is cursed. I can't listen to this in the car anymore. I'm getting back to my Stream Jams playlist. Here we go. Low-key Miku might be your death angel. No, it's not Miku though, because like I listen to Vocaloid music in my car all the time. I went through an embarrassing phase where like Rabbit Hole was like the only song I listened to for like 3 weeks. Oh gosh, what's that other song that I really like? What the fuck is that song called? Getcha. That was like, that's Getcha, the Vocaloid song, made it into, it was like one of my most listened to songs of 2022 because it's like all I listened to while I was packing and unpacking when I moved into this house. But I've never had a near-death experience while listening to any of those songs. It's literally just Viva Happy. You should make an art storytime video about that. Oh man, I should. Miku, Angel of Death. And it's sad, because I do genuinely love Viva Happy. It is unironically one of my favorite Vocaloid songs, and that producer is my favorite Vocaloid producer. But every time it comes up while I'm driving in the car, I have to skip it. Because I don't want to die. Because I don't want to happy. Or they don't want me to be happy. They don't want me to Viva happy. They want me to die unhappily. That's what they want. That is what they want. It's less Viva happy and more Viva memento mori. Oh my god. Well, no, because Viva's the word that means live, right? It means... Viva means life or live in Spanish. So, or I know it's Spanish. It might be some other languages as well. But, like, that's the ironic thing, right? Viva happy, but it's a song that always plays when I'm about to die. Yippee! Yeah, I very narrowly avoided becoming an isekai K protagonist. Yippee! Oh my gosh, that's what I would call the storytime video. If I made a storytime video, I would call it the time I almost got isekai'd. Now I feel like I have to make it because that's funny. That's a good video title. Now I have to make it. Damn it. I have to... Where's my Trello board? I have to write that down. I wrote it down. You can have a little isekai as a treat. I can. Oh man, I was driving around the other day and I actually had a little bit of road rage and I whipped out this fucking genius one-liner and there was nobody in the car with me to hear it. So I'm gonna tell you guys it. So I can't remember the exact situation, but I think it was like I was in like a parking lot or something and the person had a stop sign and they did not stop and I almost barreled into them. And you know, I was honking at them and I was being mean and I was like, you know, not like leaning out of my car like or anything, but I was just, you know, muttering to myself afterward. And I was like, why don't you use those big, beautiful eyes that God gave you and watch the fucking road? Because I think they had like a crucifix on the back of their car or something, or like a Jesus sticker on the back of their car. And I was just like, why don't you use those big fucking beautiful eyes that God gave you and watch the fucking road? I was so mad. And I was like, wait, no, that's a good one-liner. Nobody's in the car to hear it though. Damn it. I was mean. I'm stealing that. Please do. Please steal that and say it when someone else is in the car with you so that my legacy can live on. And when someone asks you where you get that, say, I got it from this weird anime girl on YouTube, a strange woman on the internet, as some people like to call me. Watch the road or you'll meet Jesus early. Yeah, basically. I'm glad you like Jesus. You want to meet him? There's a way to do that, but I wouldn't recommend it. Don't involve me in your plans. Was it a minivan? I don't remember. I was so focused on my one-liner, I didn't even like pay that much attention to the car. Probably though. I live in like a weird city. There's a big military base not too far from me, and we're in the middle of like kind of not super close to a city part of Texas, you see a lot of weird cars at Walmart. I saw somebody with like the entire 10 Commandments plastered over the entirety of their truck's rear window. Like, it was all there. And it was like their truck window was like this. And it was just like big white text like this. It took up the entire window. You see some weird cars at Walmart, gang. Small towns in Texas, you will see some shit. You go to the Walmart parking lot and you play what's the weirdest car on display today. And it's always a challenge because it's a fierce competition. How do they see out of it? See, that's the thing. I don't think they do. I don't think they do. I don't think they do, gang. I don't practice any religion, but I do practice automobile safety. Could you please explain Walmart for the people that don't have it? Imagine the shittiest department store. Imagine the platonic ideal of the kind of less savory parts of America and make it a store. And it's so big and it's just bright neon, like bright fluorescent lights, and time does not pass in there normally. I thought Walmart was American only. No, there's some other countries that have Walmart, I believe. I think it's like Germany doesn't have Walmarts because they tried to build a Walmart in Germany and then Germany has stricter labor laws and they basically effectively chased Walmart out because they refused to operate. They refused to pay their employees well enough to fit within Germany's labor laws. Can we get some of that over here? Can we get some of that over here? But yeah, Walmart is like, what if a store hated you? What if a store hated you and everything was so cheap, you know the employees are being paid like shit? Imagine a cheap department store that is also a grocery store that also sells guns. Yeah, that's basically it. And also, it's sentient and it hates you. And it's basically a trap for the Fae if the Fae were from the South. And sometimes there's birds in it because it's so big they can't get the birds out. Walmart sells guns in the state? Yes! Jay, they have a sporting section. The Walmart down the street from me has fucking AK-47s in a glass case right next to all the fishing equipment. It is wild. I love living in Texas, and we are so fucking normal. How is that allowed? Because America is fucking ridiculous. I love proud to be an American. Well, at least I know I'm free. Love it. We're so normal, guys. We're so cool. The best country in the world. Yeah, yippee. Star walks through Walmart, passes the gun area, and Viva Happy starts to play. No. I would like to not talk about Walmart anymore, I think. I think I would like to change topics, because I'm just getting depresso espresso on my stream over here. And none of you guys want to hear that. You want to hear me yap about anime characters. That's what we're here for. Where's my water? Thoughts on Goku. I'm pointing this out just because I love this message. There is no context aside from I would like to change the topic now, and just thoughts on Goku. So simple. So just, I love it. I fucking love it. I don't know if I have any thoughts on Goku, but perfect tangent, perfect segue. I'm tired of talking about Walmart. Thoughts on Goku? Fucking love it. Fucking love it. Unironically love it. My thoughts on Goku is that I don't have any thoughts on Goku. I was never big into Dragon Ball anything, despite several of my friends trying very hard. He seems like a cool guy. Goku hasn't been canceled, has he? We're all still cool with Goku, right? I assume so. I feel like if Goku got canceled, got anime canceled, we would have heard about it. Thoughts on Witch Hat Atelier? Everybody watch Witch Hat Atelier when it comes out! Oh my god! Sorry, I'm normal. Witch Hat Atelier is my current favorite manga that's running right now, and it's finally getting an anime adaptation next year, and it looks really pretty, and everybody should watch Witch Hat Atelier. You should especially watch Witch Hat Atelier if you're an artist, because it's very much a show that's not directly about art, but it is, though. That fucking manga has, like, okay, I'll put it this way. If you guys watched my pet peeves video and my weird little tangent at the very end where I talked about, like, stop self-deprecating and stop being mean to yourself, and that made you any kind of emotional, Witch Hat Atelier is like that, but it's also fantasy, and it also has Kifri in it. And he's going to be the next Tumblr sexy man, mark my words. But he's so good. I cosplayed him. I cosplayed Kifri because I love him. Where can I find the Sacred Show? It's not out yet, but the manga is out and you should read it. There's like 12 volumes out in English right now. It's very, very good. I'm only up to volume 2, but it's good so far. It's so good. It's so good. I love Witch Hat Atelier. Honestly, if you want to find it, just Google Witch Hat manga. You'll find it. Why don't you post your cosplays? Because I'm shy and I don't like showing my face on the internet. I'm shy. Also, I don't really have many pictures. Entered in the Discord. What is happening? What are you nerds doing? Jake, go look in the Discord. I will just literally... Go look at the Castoff fan art channel. There's something in there for you. Oh gosh, that's very funny. It's very good. Show us. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. 1 second. In the arms of... I'm not gonna sing it because I don't want to give you guys the ammunition. Oh, good golly. All right, well, there's that. Yeah, where's his cube? Where is his cube? Where's his cube? He has to go in the gamer cube. Put him in there. Why is he? Who let him out? Put him back in there. He's not allowed out of his cage. I mean, cube. It's not a cage, it's totally normal. Put Jay in pelican mouth. No, I don't think pelicans eat acorns. They eat small children. Did I ever tell you guys that when I was at MomoCon, someone made a piece of fan art for Jay and delivered it to my table, and it was just a picture of his icon in the shame cube, and it said "Get cubed, idiot," and I laughed so hard I cried. I don't know who made that. I didn't get their socials, but it made me laugh so fucking hard. Oh, so good. And then I texted Jay because he wasn't at the table at the moment. I was there by myself. And I was like, yo, someone dropped off a gift for you at the table. And he got all excited. He was like, what, for me? And I was like, yeah, for you. You got to come down here and get it, though. I'm not going to tell you what it is. And then I presented him with "Get cubed, idiot." Oh, that was the best feeling. That was so funny. Show us. I don't have pictures readily available. I think I put pictures in my MomoCon video. It's been so long, I don't remember. But I am pretty sure that I put images in the MomoCon video. It made me laugh very hard. Yap about your vampire streamer comic. I could do that. Actually, yeah, talk about Bloodstream. Yeah, you know what? I can do that. So I've actually been thinking about this. So, okay, so here's the thing about Bloodstream. Bloodstream is one of those things where, like, the plot of the comic I have all worked out in my head. I don't have the characters they're not very actualized as characters yet. I haven't, like, put too much thought into their shit. I do know that the vampire character is Ace, though. They might both be Ace, honestly, like both of the main characters. But I know for a fact that the vampire is Ace. And do you... Okay, so this is a legitimate question that I am probably just worrying too much about because I'm me and I worry about shit. Do you guys think that... Okay, here. For some background for those who are not familiar. There is a comic idea that has been sitting in my head for many years. I've been jokingly calling it my lesbian vampire rom-com for as long as it has existed, but it does have a title, and the title is Bloodstream. And Jay is excited about it because he's excited because he's going to be one of my consultants when I finally make that story, because part of the plot is ghost hunting, which somebody has experience with, apparently. But anyway, so the concept of the story is it's basically the main character is a film school student or an art school student of some variety. And she is attending school or recently graduated or something along those lines. And she is roommates with a vampire girl. And the vampire girl is also a Twitch streamer because her whole thing is that she's a vampire, so she doesn't show up on camera, and she's actually gotten pretty popular because of this whole shtick. And so then shenaniganery ensues because the main character is like the camera person for a YouTube ghost hunting show that's trying to get off the ground. And they're roommates, and they don't like each other very much at first, but it's not, I wouldn't call it an enemies to lovers relationship. I would call it a strained roommate relationship to partners in content creation to partners in romance, question mark? Kind of story. And, but like I said, because it's me, and I get my ace little hands all over every single story that I touch, the vampire girl is ace. And so the thing about that is the vampire girl is ace, but she doesn't know what that means. And so part of the story is her kind of like coming into that identity of, you know, vampires are kind of like this hyper-sexualized media trope. It's like you think of a vampire and you think it's like, oh, they're sexy, they're so alluring. Like anytime there's a vampire in media, they're instantly like super sexualized. And like she kind of feels like she has to play into that as part of her stream persona because she is a vampire and that is her thing, but people expect certain things of a vampire. If that's like your character lore, if that's your persona, people expect certain things. But at the same time, she is very ace. And so she's like, part of her kind of arc in the story is kind of figuring out who she is, what she's comfortable with, how she wants to define herself based on this thing that was thrust onto her versus who she actually is as a person. Do you guys think that the lesbian community would get mad at me if I gave them lesbian representation, but they didn't bang? Do you guys think that they would get mad at me? Because it's like I've been advertising it as like my lesbian vampire rom-com, and they are lesbians, but it's not going to be. And I guess like, you know, maybe that expectation is part of what the story would be fighting against, is like, hey, just because someone is this thing doesn't mean you have to immediately like sexualize them, right? If they got mad at you, that would be annoying. It would be annoying. But, and they would be wrong and I would be mad, but it's like, I don't want to deal with that. And I just, I adore a story like that, because if you want to look at the other angle too, lesbians are also really sexualized. Yeah, exactly. From an ace queer person dating another ace lesbian person. Yeah. And it's just like, I myself am not a lesbian. I am somewhere between I am non-committal shrug romantic personally. My type is nice to me, but also I might not have a type because I might be aromantic. We're working on it, gang. It's a work in progress. It's fine. Again, non-committal shrug romantic is where Star is, but I am firmly asexual. I know that much. A romance like that actually sounds refreshing. I am glad. Very, very star-coded, because like I said, I get my ace little hands all over everything. People got mad at you for not putting Nico and Sage together as a couple, so people might be mad regardless. Yeah. Are we starting to realize why I didn't want people to ship them? Are you guys starting to figure out why I told people not to get their hopes up with Nico Sage? Are we figuring it out, gang? Are we? Yeah, bad things. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of comments on the most recent Castoff pages that something bad is going to happen to Nico. Good instincts. Yeah. Y'all can, like, I will say what I've been saying. Y'all can ship whatever you want. But there's a very specific reason I did not broadcast it at all. It was just like, listen, I'm not gonna tell you guys what you can and can't ship, but maybe, you know, get to know them a little more first, cause I hate Nico. Oh, you hate him? That's, I think, the first person I've ever heard say they don't like Nico. Interesting. I don't mind. People can feel however the hell they want about my characters. But that's interesting. But they made a pizza together. Technically, Sage made that pizza all on his own. Do you like to kill off characters? Why is that relevant? Why is that a thing that I am being asked? I've never done such a horrible thing to any of my characters. I would never do that. I would never do that. There is a reason there are content warnings on this chapter. That is all I'm going to say, gang. Anyway, we should change the subject again before I start accidentally dropping spoilers. Heavily hinted at spoilers. Anyway. Some paladin in chat cast Zone of Truth for me. What? No. Stop it. He'll be fine, probably. Maybe. Thoughts on Goku? Can that just become our new, like, time to change the topic thing? Can that just become the new time to change the topic? It's like, when it's time to change the topic, everybody in chat just goes, so, thoughts on Goku? Thoughts on Luffy? Yeah, just thoughts on whatever shonen protagonist is hot that week. I think thoughts on Goku is the funniest because it has the good mouthfeel. It has the harsh syllables in the name that I think just like really makes it ring. Thoughts on Goku? God, I just imagined like making that a shirt and that's just inviting every single nerd within a 150-mile radius to come and info dump about Dragon Ball Z on you. Thoughts on Miku? Oh, that one's also good. That one's also good because it's got the same number of syllables and sounds kind of the same. Thoughts on Goku? Thoughts on Miku? Okay, that is now our official stream phrase of time to change the subject. Time to change the subject. Thoughts on Goku? Yeah, Jade Ninja, look what you've done. Look what you've done. Oh, that is genuinely very funny, though. I'm not sorry. You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be. It's very good. Thoughts on Deku? I think that there are better masks. But you know, the Deku Scrub one is fun. See what I did there, chat? See what I did? Thoughts on Card Guy? Banned! Banned! Banned immediately. This is a cart guy free zone, I will have you know. Ugh. Thoughts on Roku? No, listen, all of you guys doing the thoughts on such thing, it has to be 2 syllables And the last syllable has to have like a K sound in it. Thoughts on Goku? Thoughts on Miku? Thoughts on Deku? Thoughts on Roku? You gotta fit the trend. Thoughts on Riku? Which one? There's so many. Riku I7 is a very good boy. Riku Kingdom Hearts is a character. Thoughts on Nico? Oh my god. It came back around. It came back around. Thoughts on Luca? That's bait. Holly, that's bait. That's bait. Points at that. I see what you're trying to do. Okay, guys, let's not overdo the joke. Let's not overdo the joke. We need to actually, like, you know, find a topic. We need to actually settle on a topic. I am about to make a sentence that will only make sense to me and one, maybe two other people. But I'm gonna make it anyway. If Verity is Sora, Darius is Riku. Drops the mic. I said what I said. I said what I said. And now I wait for the J response. I said this joke was only gonna make sense to like one or two other people. I said what I said. I said what I said and I meant it. And I'm drawing that later. Well, now I need to know who Darius is. So, okay, we all know my little Blorbo Verity. Verity is not Verity is Riku. No, she's not. She's not nearly that edgy. Sora's whole thing is like, I love my friends so much, I will fight for my friends forever. Friendship is power. That is so Verity coded. What the fuck are you talking? Rodin is Sora. Rodin's too emo to be Sora. I said what I said. Rodin's too emo. He's too emo and jaded. Sora's like this like brilliant ray of sunshine. That is so Verity coded. You don't know everything, me bud? How dare you? How dare you say this to me? Verity's not fucking Riku. That's like a little personally insulting to me. How dare you say that about my baby girl? Riku's fucking annoying and I don't like him. Verity is Sora. Darius is Riku. I don't fucking know who Kairi is. I don't know. Kairi's not even a character. I don't even think Kairi knows who Kairi is. You think those voices Verity heard were just about the comet? Interesting. What the fuck does that supposed to mean? Hey? Hey? Jay, don't drop spoilers on me in the middle of a fucking live stream, okay? Okay. But yeah, so for those who need to know, which is most everyone in the chat, so Verity, my little purple paladin, her whole backstory, this is not a spoiler, her whole thing was she was a little novice adventurer, little level 1 adventurer running around with this party of her childhood friends. And on one of their first big missions out, she gets killed by a monster and dies. And then she is revived 200 years later due to weird magic that I won't go into because it's complicated. So over the past couple weeks, the other members of her party have had various amounts of impact on the current story that we are playing through in our D&D campaign actively right now. And so they've come up a little bit more frequently in some of the new stuff that we've been doing. And so I've just, you know, been thinking about them a lot. And just like developing them and thinking about like hypothetical little short comics that I kind of want to make, talking about their characters and like how they met, and just kind of like similar to the Critical Role Origins comics. I was just like, if I did one of those for Verity and like did one for each of her friends, all of her dead friends, what would it look like? And just getting emotional about that. And so Darius is a member of her old party, and he is the group's wizard. And his personality has been best described, I think, as if he was not your friend, he'd be a villain. Because he's kind of a douchebag. But he's like the fun kind of douchebag, you know, where he's just kind of rude, and he's kind of an asshole, and he thinks he's hot shit. But he's your buddy. He's Darius. And we love him, but he's kind of a prick. He sounds like Riku. See, exactly. He is hot shit. I mean, yeah, but like when Verity was alive, he just thought he was hot shit. He's hot shit like retroactively now. Very actually vibes. Yeah, no, he would definitely be like a chronic actually-er. That's very much his personality, is just like, I'm gonna correct you about every single fucking thing. And everyone's like, okay, Darius, what the fuck ever. An asshole, but he's our asshole. Very much. But yeah, so that's Darius. So that's our Riku. Verity is Sora, Darius is Riku. I'm not assigning the rest because I don't know that much about Kingdom Hearts. I've played on the mainline Kingdom Hearts games, which is like a third of the Kingdom Hearts games. I think 3 may have killed the franchise for me, though. I played 3, I was not that into it. I feel like it's gotten to the point where, like, the plot is just so belabored that having to do all the Disney stuff is really dragging it down. That's my hot take, that is probably a fairly lukewarm take if we're being honest. 3's not great. Yeah, I played it. I had fun with, like, some parts of it. Like, the combat in Kingdom Hearts is really fun. The story is, at the very least, interesting, but I feel like it kind of outgrew its original premise, and now it's kind of belabored with the Disney stuff attached to it. It wants to be Final Fantasy so bad, but it's got all this Disney stuff dragging it down, right? That's kind of how it feels. Also, the ending of 3 was bullshit, for the record. The way they wrapped up that fucking plotline that was like several games in the making. I won't spoil it, but that was bullshit. Verity is immortal, right? Sorta, kinda? Sort of? So, I think the last Jay and I talked about it, it was she's pseudo-immortal, which is like, she's not... The characters in game currently are like, okay, she's probably not aging, and she will probably not... She's a paladin, so she's immune to sickness. And she probably will not age. But if you hit her hard enough, she will probably still die. The thing is that you would have to hit her really, really hard, because she does heal herself. Verity is actually not technically a tiefling. She is a custom race. She was a tiefling, and then some shit happened, and now she's not anymore because she had to have her body remade from scratch, essentially. With the Forbidden Baja Blast, yeah. So now her blood has healing properties, and if she ever gets hurt, her body basically just heals itself, which in combat terms, in D&D mechanic terms, means that she heals her proficiency bonus every round of combat. So you would have to take her out in one shot in order to kill her, because otherwise she will just heal the next round and get back up. This is not the streamed campaign, no. Emery is very much not immortal. That girlie gets the shit kicked out of her pretty much every single time we fight. She is kind of a bit of a, I wouldn't say a glass cannon, but she's a fragile cannon. Just because she keeps throwing herself into fights and almost dying because of stuff. Watch our D&D show, What's Left of Us, by the way. Where's the link? There it is. Emery is so normal, you guys. She's fine. No, there will be no consequences. A brass cannon. I like that, actually. I like that. That's fun. Why did I just think, could Goku kill Verity? See, Verity could not beat Goku in a fight, but could Goku kill Verity is the question. So, thoughts on Goku? Could Goku kill your D&D character in one punch? Probably, but like, she could not, okay, Verity could not beat Goku, but I don't know if Goku could beat Verity in one punch, is the thing. Unstoppable force versus immovable object, kind of. Unstoppable fist meets unkillable paladin. Womp womp. There would be no reason for them to fight, though. They're both too nice. That's very true. In order for this death battle to actually take place, you'd have to convince Verity to try and kill somebody who had done, like, nothing wrong. And she would not do it. She just wouldn't. Because she's a very good baby. My sweet, precious baby girl. Honestly, Verity would probably make a bit more sense as a cleric. But no, she is a paladin and she is my baby girl. And I love her so much. She is so special and she is my baby. And legitimately, I've talked about this before, but I legitimately think that Verity is maybe my favorite OC I've ever come up with. Part of it is that I just really enjoy the story that she is in. It just like kind of hits all the shit that I like. But also she's just so good. She's my good little specialist baby, and I love her very, very much. Here, if you guys don't know what Verity looks like, I can pull her up really quick. Where's here she is. This is my baby girl. Look at her. Look at her. She's purple, and I love her very much. Baby. She's gonna fight Goku. I kind of want to see a comic adapting this D&D campaign. Well, it's not a comic, but I am working on a movie-length video talking about this campaign. It's still a work in progress, but I am roughly 1/3 of the way finished. And if you are a channel member, you can watch 2 scenes from that video because I've been posting scenes as I complete them as members-only videos. So you can go watch those. You can watch the prologue, and then you can also watch the introduction to her as a character, her little introduction scene. Yippee! If you were to tap on her horns with a drumstick or something, would they make tuning fork noises? Probably. So her horns are made from like this crystal stuff. And it does like resonate with the music of the universe, but that's a whole thing. But yeah, so fun fact, I did this art because I actually have an acrylic standee of this art of Verity. My supplier has a minimum order quantity for standees. I have to order a minimum of 10 per design. And so I got 10 Verities printed. I kept one for myself, but then I sold the rest. But enough people have asked, I will probably actually restock the Verity standees next time I get acrylic standees ordered, which will be soonish. So, keep an eye out for that. It will probably be sometime in September, cause yeah, Dawn has one. There's right now only 10 Verity standees in the world, and I have one of them, and there's a few more. But yeah, so I will probably be restocking some Verities. Oh, Holly has one. I feel like we need to count. Where are all the Verities? I think Fire Drake has one. Okay, so that's 4 accounted for, I think. Does Jay have one? Yeah, I believe so, yes. I believe so. I'd love to see a Felix one. See, you can't say that because I am extremely tempted. So, okay, I have an entire series of character art as like these little sitting guys. Here, I can pop all these open. Whee! So I have so for the record, just gonna put this out there. If you guys like any of these art and want them as acrylic standees, these are in my shop. Verity is the only one that is not currently available. But there is my shop link in the But yeah, so I have the star one. That's me. And then I have a Vector one, I have an Ariana one, I've got a Frankie one, I got a Marina one, I got a Rory one, I got a Zero one, I got a Sage one, I have an Emery, and I have a Verity. And I would love to be able to justify doing art like this, like the little sit-in acrylic standees of some of my other like D&D characters. I would love to make a Felix one. I would love to make a Zephyr one. I would love to make a Lapis one, but it's just like, because my supplier has a minimum order of 10, I have to be able to sell 10 of them. And so I'm just like, do people care about my original characters that much? But like, I love them. There's a Lapis one, I would buy it for sure. I would murder for a Zephyr standee. Yeah, no, I would love to do like a collection of all of my rainbow tieflings. But yeah, of course we do. Oh, Dosey, don't say that though, because now I'm tempted. Don't say that because then it's gonna tempt me. Oh, no. Here, I can show you guys some of those other characters. Let me find some art of the other characters. I also still need to do our What's Left of Us standees. I'm going to at some point. I'm just, ugh. So that's Lapis. She's a baby girl. You really need to tell us more about Lapis. I can, actually. Because so I was being light on details with Lapis because I didn't want certain details about her to get back to other players in that campaign, because she's like a very secretive character. She's got a lot of shit going on and she keeps it to herself. And therefore I wanted to, yeah, this is Lapis sans Dave. There needs to be, here, I can find some other Lapis art from my sketchbook that has Dave in it. Here. There's a page from my sketchbook. But yeah, so that's Lapis. She's my baby girl. But yeah, I haven't talked about her too much, aside from that she is a bard with stage fright. Like, crippling stage fright. She has people looking at her, and she basically has a panic attack. She is just, she does not like to be perceived. She is a skittish little baby. But I had been real light on details with her because I didn't want her stuff to get out before it came out in the campaign, but I can talk about her more now. So Lapis has amnesia. That was one of her big secrets that I didn't want to get out, but now that this has been revealed in the game and all the other players know about it, she only has memories going back about 6 months. She basically woke up She came to consciousness on the streets of El Terrell with nothing but the clothes on her back and like a couple of musical instruments and a knife. And that was like all she had. And so she assumes that she is a bard because she has a musical instrument with her and she's extremely good at playing. Like she's very good at playing her musical instrument. So she assumes it's like, oh, I must have been a bard before I lost my memories. Yeah, so she gets taken in. If you guys know anything about our Thursday game and like any of the side characters in that, Jay is trying to torture me in the positive way because the character that took Lapis in and his kind of like her guardian, is Rodin's aunt, like canonically. She gets taken in by this woman named Agatha Donborough, who runs an inn in El Terrell, and she has been basically working there, and she is trying to figure out who she is, and so her whole thing right now is Jay also the DM for this one? Yes. Jay DMs all of the games that I play in. And so her whole thing was she was trying to, is like, I'm obviously a bard, so if I perform, if I get up on stage in front of people, eventually someone has to recognize me. But then she realizes that if she ever tries to perform in front of people, she freaks the fuck out. So she's like, I have this musical talent. I very obviously am some kind of bard, but she panics every time she gets up in front of an audience and she doesn't know why. And so this is Agatha, by the way. Agatha was like, hey, maybe you just need a change of pace. Maybe you need to try something else. And so Lapis goes and joins this adventuring guild and tries to, just have a bit of a change of pace. She pitches herself as a bard because that's all she knows that she is. Spoiler alert, chat, she is not a bard. She is a rogue who thinks she is a bard. She's a totally normal bard that does sneak attack damage and can't do any magic except the stuff that she got from like this one feat that she has. She took a feat that gave her 2 spells, and neither of them are like especially useful to anyone but her. Well, okay, she has silvery barbs. She has silvery barbs, and she has not Dimension Door. What's the littler one? What's like the level 2 boomf spell that's not Dimension Door, but it's just the one? Why did she have her instruments then? Good question. Good question. Very good question. Glad you asked. Can't go into it. But yeah, so basically she is Misty Step. Yes, thank you. She has Misty Step and she has silvery barbs and she cannot heal people. She cannot bardic inspiration anybody. She can't do shit. She pitches herself as a bard and she's like, I can't do magic and please don't ask me to play in front of people because I can't do that. It's just gonna freak me out. So Lapis has a friend. I don't know if you guys have noticed on this page, but this is Dave. This is her pet skull. His name is Dave. He is a vampire. And we found Dave in a dungeon and we adopted him and he's now our vampire friend. So basically we went into this crypt because we were trying to track down this monster, and we went into this crypt where a bunch of bones started to attack us. And then we realized that the thing controlling the bones was this skull, and he was very undead. He's been a vampire for like thousands of years, but he's been trapped down here for most of that time. His name is Dave. He has a ridiculous voice I am not even going to try and emulate. He was turned into a vampire as a joke and then left to rot in this tomb. And he keeps talking about how he's going to start an undead army and like all of the player characters are his minions. And Lapis is just like, Dave, if you keep talking like a villain, they're not gonna let me keep you, Dave. And she keeps Dave in like a little bird cage that she keeps strapped to, like tied around her waist. And she keeps it covered up, you know, with a blanket sometimes, but it's inconvenient because, you know, he's a vampire. He needs to be invited inside. So he gets stuck in doorways sometimes. He's just a fucking... He hasn't really done anything of significance. He's Dave! He's Dave! And he's Lapis's best friend. And right now, Dave is the only other person in the party who knows about Lapis's amnesia. Yeah, and they put corks on his fangs so he couldn't bite people. Milo's yelling in the background, I'm sorry if you can hear that. But yeah, so that's Lapis and her bestie Dave. Yay! So yeah, I would love to make a Lapis standee. I would love to make a Zephyr standee, a Felix one. I just want to do art of all my tieflings so that I can have them like lined up on my shelf. Hi, Milo. Hello, precious little knife claws. Someone needs a nail trim. I can see those little clawsy pawsies. I see those little claws. You guys are distracting me. I should have... I need to ink my picture, and I keep getting distracted. I'm gonna have to edit that whole bit out of the VOD later. When I go to make a... Go to make this into a speed paint. But yeah, insofar as Lapis's amnesia, I specifically told Jay I don't want to know what her deal is, because I want to find out as she finds out in canon. I do know some things because I kind of had to, like, you know, help work out some of her shit for when she does eventually get her memories back. But I very specifically told Jay, like, I don't want to know. I am leaving. I trust you. I am leaving 90% of her backstory up to you. Hurt me. Cause you know me, I love the drama. I love the drama, and I walk into every single D&D campaign, with the... I walk into every D&D campaign with the mantra, just fuck me up. Cause I love to be surprised. I love to be emo. Trust me, I did, Jesus Christ. But like, I know some of her stuff. Because we had to hash out the absolute basics, right? But I told him, like, tell me only as, like, the bare minimum. Because I don't want to know all the details. I want to know the absolute bare minimum that I can use to run with when it becomes plot relevant. And I don't want to know anything else. So it's exciting for me. Yippee. Someday, Vector
Star
will...
should have an Oops, All Tieflings campaign.
Green Holly, thank you for the super chat. Or, thank you for joining the membership. Sorry. But yes, I would love an Oops, All Tieflings campaign. Lapis is actually the only character that I have played, who is not a tiefling. She's an honorary tiefling, though. She's got the emo. I hurt you so bad you're gonna feel it in every one of our campaigns. I feel a little bad. Okay. You're talking a big game there, sir. Fear. But also, I do live for the drama. And eventually I will make the most emo comics about it. Yippee! I was very confused as to why she'd been grouped in with the tieflings. She's an honorary tiefling, but I had a few reasons why I did not want her to be a tiefling. And I'm not gonna go into why. Oh man, Jinx, no spoilers. Oh no, oh god, oh god. I mean, it's like, it's fun when you have friends that are not in your D&D campaign, because then you can tell them spoilers. Like Jinx knew the Lapis spoilers because I told her at MomoCon, and I actually told her more. But I guess now you know even more, so that's cool and fine. It's cool. It's so cool. Star's gonna be real fucked up. Okay, that's fine. I'm so normal and cool. I'm so fine. Milo, get off my computer. No, you're not allowed up there. Shoo. 7 Verity standees are accounted for. I'm currently searching the Discord for the final 3. It's like, I could just go check, but I have everyone's real names because I had their shipping addresses, but not their usernames. Jane Gailey, thank you for the super chat. I will tell Milo hello for you. Milo! Hi, baby! YouTube says hi! I'm gonna pet you now. Yeah? Do you have anything you want to say to the people? Boisa, boisa, boisa. But yeah, I love the drama. A big section of my next video where I just talk about, like, tropes I like is gonna be me talking about how much I love, just, like, secrets and intrigue. And it's like, I want to be part of the drama. It's like, okay, listen, real life drama, it's okay. You know, guys know that meme where it's like, the first panel is the guy, like, kind of, like, cringing away. It's like, eh. And then the second panel is the guy being like, yeah, and he's doing finger guns. That's me. So the first panel is like, real life drama, eh. Dungeons and Dragons drama, yeah. That's me. That's me. I live for the fictional drama. You mean is that who that is? I don't know. I don't know who that is. I guess that's who it is. Listen, you guys need to understand something about me, and that I don't know any celebrities at all. You say Drake like I should know who that is. I don't. I don't know anything about any celebrity. I need you guys to understand. I feel like I've told the story on stream about my face blindness in regards to celebrities. If it's not you don't know Drake Star? He was just in the Spider-Man movie. See, I don't know if you're being serious. I don't know if you're being serious or if you're fucking with me. You gotta follow it up with gifts. Okay. So, my actor face blindness. Here, I'll tell you guys this and I will not explain it all. To give you guys an idea of how bad it is. I once got Tobey Maguire and Joaquin Phoenix confused. I thought they were the same person, legitimately. I also thought that... What the fuck is that guy's name? I also got John Travolta confused with the guy who wrote and starred in The Room, whose name I forget. That is how bad my face blindness is when it comes to people I don't interact with on a regular basis. Tommy Wiseau. Yes. I got John Travolta and Tommy Wiseau confused. Do not be mean to me. You can't be mean to me about this. You can't. Now she also knows Wide Russell Crowe. Barely. I only can recognize Russell Crowe if he is wide. And no, I will not be explaining that joke either. But yeah, my thing is just like, I don't fucking know celebrities. I know, like, I could recognize like 3 actors. And that's about it. Most of them were in Doctor Who. And I like, if I see the instant they're not in costume, I don't know who the fuck they are. Hugh Jackman is one of them. I feel like I could recognize a Hugh Jackman if I saw him in a film. I could recognize a David Tennant most of the time. Because 10th Doctor is my favorite. And, oh gosh, I'm blanking on her name. Because I'm horrible with names as well. She was in the main character in Devil Wears Prada. What is her actress's name? Oh, Jesus. I am blanking. You don't know Chris Pratt? No. Anne Hathaway, thank you! Thank you, yes, Anne Hathaway. I would recognize just about anywhere because I like her. Those are like the 3 actors that I know. Everybody else is fucking Calvin Ball over here. I don't know actors. See, the thing is, I'm good at recognizing voices. I'm extremely good at recognizing voices. You show me a picture, you show me an image of an actor, I'm like, I don't know who the fuck that is. I don't know who the fuck that is. Why are you acting like I should know who that is? But you play a clip of their voice and I'm like, oh yeah, it's that person. Or at the very least I could tell you, oh yeah, that's the same voice as this other character that they also played. Chris Pratt is not one of them, though. I don't fucking know who Chris Pratt is. Any actor you think I should know, just assume that I don't. And you will probably be correct. Because I just listed all the actors I know for you guys. And he was not on that list. If they were not on the list of the 3 actors that I know, assume I don't know them. Danny DeVito? I know he's the guy in The Egg Meme. But if I saw him in a random movie, I probably would. I don't fucking know. The Jurassic Park Dino meme. You assume that... Okay, first of all, the Jurassic Park Dino thing, he's facing away from the camera. So that does not help me. I know what his ass looks like. But that's not gonna help me in this situation. And also, I'm more focused on the dinosaurs anyway. Because the dinosaurs are cool. And that's what people watch those movies for. Fun fact, Jurassic World came out on my birthday a few years ago, so we went to go see it on my birthday, and it was just okay. The original Jurassic Park is legitimately one of my favorite movies, though. Why would you look at a dude when the dinos are right there? Thank you, Dawn. You get me. Spoken like a true ace. Yeah, I'm representing my people right here. Ugh. I forgot to ink Ariana's silly little crown. I thought it would be cute. So, I'll ramble more about this when the Mail Club blog comes out, but when I was designing these outfits for the characters, I kind of gave each of them like little titles. I think I talked about this on Friday's stream. But yeah, so Ariana's is like Renegade Prince, Marina's is Blossoming Siren. I don't remember what Rory's was, but I think Tinkerer was her second word. How was she convinced to wear that? I am their manager and I tell them what to draw and they can't say no to me because they're not real. And I am the artista. Eh heh heh. Eh heh heh. Eh heh heh. Eh heh heh. Art versus artist episode where Ariana beats up Star. No! She can't beat me up. I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little guy. Just a little guy. She wouldn't beat me up. No. Would you beat up your own mother, Ariana? I birthed you from my brain. And this is how you repay me? By kicking the shit out of me with glasses on your birthday. Yeah, exactly. I'm just a little guy. Hello? You know she probably would. Shh. It's fine. Don't encourage it. Just let it go. Just let it ride. Let's draw big raffles. Big raffles we draw. A little guy who took her entire family away. I didn't do that. Fate did that. A very specific group of people did that. I mean, what? Huh? I don't know what I said. Nobody played the tape back. It's fine. It's fine. You don't let me get away with that for your blorbos I torture make stories for? Well, that's just because I'm built different. I'm built different. Hee hee hee. Tee hee. I can get away with everything. Yay! God, I shouldn't say that. Can you imagine if this clip got, like, used in an r/aged poorly compilation? Oh boy. If I, like, killed somebody next week. It's just like, I get away with everything! Yay! And then, like, some fucking drama YouTuber puts it in a compilation. Love that for me. Love that for Hypothetical Star. Compilation sent to Viva Happy. No! Oh my god. Jiminy Christmas. Oh my god. We support your wrong, Star. I am so glad. Support my wrongs, my Starmie. My Starmie. The Star Army. You guys named yourself that. That's also a Pokemon. I feel like that needs to be my mascot now. Because, like, okay, regular Starmie is purple. What color is shiny Starmie? I don't know if I've actually ever looked at it. I would love it if it was red. That would be perfect. Oh, it's blue. It's blue. It's still kind of cool looking, but I think I like the purple better. It's a Pokemon. Raffles. See, this is why I could never, like, actually make an idol-themed, like, webcomic or something. Because drawing Ruffles is really freaking annoying. If I did an idol webcomic where I was having to draw Ruffles like this all the freaking time, I would have to make a special Ruffle brush because there ain't no way I would do this all the time. Oh yeah, Vector! We have to talk about the Vector plushies some more for those who were not here the other day. Can one of my mods grab the makeship link? Drop that in chat since stream is gonna end here in a couple minutes anyway. But yeah, so if you guys missed it, I will preface this by saying the campaign has not officially opened yet. It is not active, but since we have such a limited amount of time to raise pledges for the campaign once it goes live, I am trying to scream about it in advance. Thank you, Dawn. It is now the pinned message. So the campaign will not go live for a few more days, but you can sign up for email notifications so that you will not miss out if social media decides not to show you the advertisement. Because social media loves to not show you guys things, but if you sign up for email notifications, you will definitely get an email when the campaign goes live. So if you have not seen it, we are getting Vector plushies made through Makeship. I've partnered up with the kind folks at Makeship, and they're going to be handling it for me, and we are going to get Vector plushies made! The boy will be real! But the way it's going to work is that starting on Monday, so exactly 1 week from today, we will start the Makeship campaign. And basically what's going to happen is we have a little over a week to get 200 pledges on the project. And if 200 people pledge their support and say, yes, I want to buy this plushie, and put like a $2 down payment on it, then we will move into the manufacturing stage, and Vector plushies will be real and happening, and my boy is going to be real, and it's very exciting. But we have to hit that 200 backers mark during the petition campaign, which starts in 1 week. So make sure to sign up for email notifications so that you get notified when the campaign goes live. Be sure to keep an eye out for when stuff is happening, and that will be happening very soon. And the boy is gonna be real because you all have been demanding it, and it's finally happening, and I'm very excited. The lad has become real. He has become real. Yippee! But yeah, so check out the link. It's up at the top of chat. It's pinned at the top. Is pinned. I will be screaming about it plenty. I am gonna try and stream all 3 of my stream blocks next week. Just so that I can scream about that more effectively. I think that will probably be one of the best ways to do it. What will I be streaming? Don't know yet. Please hold. I might do a just chatting stream. I might work on that original character video I was talking about earlier. I might work on some new standee art if people really, really want to see some of my teeths as, standees. That could be fun. My little babies. I have the tab pinned on my desktop, so every time I get on my PC, I see him. Oh, that's so cute! Thank you for loving my boy and being excited. That makes me really happy to hear. You could stream Fields of Mystery. I could, but right now I've gotten to a point in the game where I'm just like raising skill. I'm just trying to fill out my museum and also breeding farm animals for interesting color combos. It's not the most exceptionally interesting thing to watch. You need to make all of Castoff. I need a Frankie and Vector plushie. That is, okay, so that's the goal, right? I would love to eventually have plushies of the entire main cast. We gotta finish. Vector's gotta go first, and his has to do well. So, the future of plushies for the rest of the campaign, the future of the cast as plushies, is going to depend on how well the Vector campaign does. And that is putting a lot of pressure on my poor sweet boy. But that is the reality. So, because like if the Vector one just barely scrapes by, then it's going to be a lot harder to justify doing any more, right? I need Ariana Marina for reasons. Yeah, I know. I saw you saying that you got to make them hold hands. Nerd. I'm drawing Marina now, by the way. There ever gonna be t-shirts, or is that still out there? Maybe. T-shirts are kind of a low priority for me, even though, like, I technically have, you know, like a t-shirt manufacturer where I could just do print on demand on my website. But also, I don't know what I would put on a t-shirt. I want to make it cool. Yeah, Dawn has been pestering me for t-shirts for years. I don't know what to put on a t-shirt. I'm not good at coming up with shirt designs. I kind of wish... Okay, you guys, have you ever seen... I've seen them for, like, Genshin Impact and, like, Demon Slayer and, like, really, really popular media. Those things where people will design, like, hoodies or jackets or, like, other types of apparel where it kind of loosely references a character's outfit without outright being cosplay. I see them a lot for Genshin Impact, and they just look really, really cool. They have, like, a sweater with the character's logo, and it's, like, fancy and whatever. A big part of me wishes that I made the Castoff characters' outfits more instantly recognizable and iconic. Because that's like my dream merchandise. It's like a kind of a cool shirt based on the outfits that the characters wear. But I feel like my characters' outfits are far too plain for that. You know? They don't really have much that's like super instantly iconic and recognizable about them. I have so many of the Critical Role fashion hoodies. Yeah, Critical Role does it too. That's a really good example, yeah. Just, you know, like, kind of shirts based on the characters that are still kind of covert enough where normal people would not recognize it as, like, fan merchandise, or, like, just you are a fan of a franchise. They think, oh, that's an interesting shirt. But in reality, it's a reference to a specific character. I love that shit. That's like my favorite type of merch, is like wearable stuff that's kind of low-key. Because then, if you know, you know, and if you don't, it just looks like a cool shirt. Or a cool little dress or something. But I feel like the Castoff character designs, like their outfits, are so kind of not super instantly iconic or recognizable. Ariana's maybe could. I could probably like design an Ariana hoodie that would somewhat resemble her like shirt and scarf and belt combo. But I'm not sure. It just makes me wish I had like made some more, it sounds so cynical, but it's like, I wish I had made some more, you know, marketable choices with stuff when I was designing the characters and the world and like all that jazz. One thing I do super want to do though, so a while back I bought this beret, and if you guys saw me at MomoCon, you may have seen me wearing it. It's like a purple beret, and it has like embroidered gold dice outlines on it, but then the top of the beret has like, it looks like a magic circle, but it has dice incorporated into it. It's extremely cute. And I love it to death. The only reason I don't wear it more often is because it's purple and I don't have a lot of clothes that can coordinate with it. I actually met the artist at a con very recently and asked if she would ever put them, like, she saw me wearing it and I didn't know she was going to be at that con. I walked past her table and she's like, "You're wearing my beret." And I'm like, "Oh, is this yours? It's so cool." Because I bought it at MomoCon a few years ago, and then I stumbled across the artist at a con in Texas. So that was neat. But yeah, I asked, he's like, "Would you ever do this in black? Because that would be like way easier to coordinate." And she said, I did make them in black. They sold out immediately, and I'm not planning on restocking them because it takes a really long time for them to sell. And I'm like, that makes sense, but it hurts me because I would love this in black. So getting back to it, what I would love is that same kind of basic concept where it's like a beret, but the top of the beret has the Castoff magic circle embroidered on it. I think that would be super cool. But that would be really complicated embroidery, so I'd probably have to simplify it a little bit. And I don't know beret manufacturers, so, Sounds like a full-on outsourcing job. Yeah, exactly. It's one of the reasons I haven't done it. It would be super cute, but not super high priority. So onto the back burner it goes. Ain't that just the way? With like most of the cool shit that I come up with. Onto the back burner with you. I gotta reach a stopping point here because it's past my usual stopping time, and I'm not gonna finish inking this today. And also my voice hurts, so I should stop for the day. But I'm on a roll now. She gotta go take her worms for a walk. I do, though. I do. My wormies need their outside time. They need their outside time. Castoff 7-inch collectible statues. Oh my god. I would actually kill a man for Nendroids of my babies. Murder. Because, like, Nendroids have just, like, the perfect little, like, chibi proportions. And I love them. I don't have many of my own, but they're, like, so cute. This woman busts into my DMs after a walk, like, and another thing! Yeah, no, that's true. Most of my walks, I take... Okay, here's the method for the perfect star walk, okay? You put in your headphones, like, as the sun is setting, you go on a walk around your neighborhood, you put in music, and you just think about your D&D and your webcomic characters while listening to music. And if the mood strikes you just right, you maybe do a little or a lot of talking to yourself and just like kind of acting out scenes that will probably never happen, but you just kind of have to like exercise the brain worms. And then you get back from your walk and you pester your dungeon master about it. We came up with the entire childhood of Verity's party just the other day off the cuff. Yeah, we did, and I'm gonna make a comic about it because Lord knows I need more new projects. I have a problem, and it's called brainworms. Oh, but I love them. I love Verity's old party. I love these collaborative blorbos. I'm gonna make a comic about them. It's gonna make everybody sad because by the time it comes out, the D&D video will probably also be out, and everyone will know that none of these characters are surviving. They're all gonna die. But I love them. Verity, Willow, and Darius have a book club. We decided this the other night, and it's the cutest shit. Anyway. I should probably end the stream now, because I'm tired and my voice hurts. And I would like to get a little bit of outside time before the sun sets completely. So I'm gonna go, gang. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Like I said, I will probably be streaming Monday, Wednesday, Friday next week so I can scream about the plushie. But yes, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. I can't press my button, so I have to do it manually. Wow! Where's my mute?